Would I give up my work as an SW for a partner? And the answer is no, it wouldn't be solely for a partner. It seems the only way you really get to cleanse yourself, perhaps, of the stigma of being an S worker is to, when you leave the industry, to hate on the industry and say how horrible it was. And yeah, you've got to bag it out to redeem yourself in society's mind. And even if I've quit the industry, when I meet someone, I wouldn't want to date someone who was anti-S worker or that subscribed to this purity culture and that who saw me as less than in any way because I've had so many partners in the bedroom. It is different S with a partner as to S with work. S with work is good, yeah, most of the time, and it's similar to a friends with benefit kind of thing. There is some connection and stuff there with regulars and stuff, but it's a whole nother level if it's someone that you're really into. And yeah, there's more qualities required to have a good relationship than traditional monogamy, and it's definitely something that may require discussions and communication to navigate. Jealousy and that kind of stuff is like our normal emotions and things to feel in a way, but there should be a way to navigate a relationship for a win-win. Because it's not just giving up a job, it's giving up my independence, my financial independence. And yeah, I'm not willing to do that for a guy because do you know what? What man do you know that has ever given up their work for a woman or their wife? Like, there's a lot of guys that don't even give up work when their baby is being born or like to support the child coming into their family and things like that. So yeah, I don't know any guy that would give up their work for a woman if she wasn't, if she didn't agree with him being, there's a lot of jobs that are high risk, um, or that you just might not like. Like, I wouldn't want to date an animal technician, the ones that work in the science labs and stuff, or the ones that actually do the science experiments on animals. Like, that'd be a deal breaker. I wouldn't date a Christian, and there's a lot of people I wouldn't date, and it's probably my own judginess. But yeah, I won't be giving up for a person. I will at some stage give up at least in-person work. I would think I would prefer to be making mostly online, because then I have more free time to do other stuff that I enjoy. And in that instance, if I was earning enough money, I may just put my rates way up and only see a couple of clients a month or something, or just keep my very, very favorite ones for the occasional, fun time, and get paid still, but it wouldn't be so much of a necessity that I, keep working. I am very independent myself, and I don't need a relationship to survive. I've been single a vast majority of my life, and it'll probably stay that way. And I've mentioned, I think, on some other videos that I've realized finally that I'm demisexual, and but not quite the traditional demisexual, as a lot of demis need to wait until they have that emotional connection and strong connection, intellectual, emotional, before yeah, if they want to have S with someone. I can have that attraction pretty early on, obviously, and it's going to take but after 2 or 3 times, like, if there's no growth or there's no depth to conversations and things like that, I will be over it. It'll be too boring. Not something I want to pursue. Yeah. And is that it? I think that's it for that one. Yeah, like, subscribe, join me on my channel to learn more about my life as an independent spicy worker in Victoria, Australia. I also mention it very early on in connections with people, whether it's going to be a one-nighter or something more, which I haven't been to do any of that kind of even remotely dating this year. Well, early in the year I did a little bit, but not for the last 8 months or so. But anyway, it's upfront, like I say, upfront, SW, as I don't want to invest any of my time with someone who's really, really against the industry. So if they really hate it and it's going to be a deal breaker, like I'd rather know that initially. And the other factor is, since I was being outed by people, and some people were just so casual about outing me, like I can't really risk being outed again in a like a horrible situation. So I'd rather just be out and upfront about it. But I was still, before I was out to many people at all, if there was the potential to date or something like that, I would be mentioning it early on, because I had one example, one situation where I hadn't mentioned it, and he came to the Airbnb, and situation happened. He found out I was an SW and freaked the fuck out and left. And I was devastated. I was like, I'm never going through that again. Um, the downside though with some people that would potentially out me, they outed me to my kids and stuff. So while a partner needs to know perhaps my work or my previous work in the adult industry, like their family or their children don't necessarily need to know. It depends on their age and a whole lot of other factors. So it's not really anyone else's place to out a worker. Um, yeah, and I would not be giving other people that were in my life that yeah, that opportunity to be able to do that again, because it's there is so much stigma and that from doing the work, which is partly why I've got a TikTok. If I wasn't outed and stuff, I may have, like, I was planning to quit the industry, and I had taken down a lot of my face out stuff. I'd done face out for a while. I'd got rid of my TikToks, my Insta, like I had a big Instagram and stuff. I got rid of a lot of that stuff because I thought I was potentially going to quit. And if I did that a few years ago and wasn't outed, I don't know, I probably may have, and I did fully leave the industry, I don't know how much I would have shared. I might have just kept that, as part of my life, and that it was over, because it's such a headache to have to explain stuff to people about the industry, how we're just regular people. And while, yes, we do sleep with lots of people, it's generally one at a time. So it's just two of us together at the time. Yeah, most of us aren't doing a Bonnie Blue type thing. Anyway, there's my little ramble. Yes, one day I'll get my teeth done. The people who want to say I need my teeth done, I know they need doing. One day. I don't love dentists, unfortunately, but yeah. And just to add that last year, I went to some parties, some adult parties, swinging events, and met and was exposed to plenty of people that are able to have successful relationships that are non-monogamous. And it can be a fun and even relationship building way to connect deeper with each other by, yes, being open and non-monogamous. So there's the final bit there. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this.